as far as the Speaker is concerned. Question number 9, Clare Curran.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Broadcasting. Is he aware that Stephen McElrea is part of a working group within New Zealand On Air, which includes a representative of MediaWorks, and which is determining details of a documentary about Whānau Ora?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
On behalf of the Minister, he says, I am now aware, because it was discussed in the House yesterday. I was not previously aware because the Minister is not made aware of decisions made by New Zealand On Air before they are announced by New Zealand On Air or published on the New Zealand On Air website.
Clare Curran.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Supplementary. Is he satisfied that it is appropriate that a board member with such a close relationship with the Prime Minister is involved in operational matters in relation to programs with political implications?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Broadcasting, the Minister has confidence in the board of New Zealand On Air and the way that they manage their processes. Clearly, a number of New Zealand On Air board members previously have had an association with Prime Ministers, such as the former Deputy Chairperson, Mrs Judy Cunningham, who would have been involved in such decisions, I'm sure.
Clare Curran.
Supplementary.
Clare Curran.
Does he think that Stephen McElrea met the test set by New Zealand On Air board chair Neil Walter of being, quote, perfectly capable of keeping his political interests separated from his decision-making role, unquote, when he made a complaint about a documentary on child poverty a week before the election?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Broadcasting, he has confidence in the Chairman of the Board of New Zealand On Air.
Clare Curran.
Is he responsible to this House for ensuring that the processes of the boards he appoints are appropriate, and if not, who is?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Broadcasting, of course the Minister of Broadcasting, and as any minister, ends up being responsible in one way or another for the behaviour of their Crown entities. However, in terms of the internal processes of New Zealand On Air for managing the way it approves funding, the Minister has confidence in the Chairman of New Zealand On Air.
Clare Curran.
Supplementary. Is he aware of the subject and title of the documentary, which has not been released in the document released publicly yesterday, dated 10th of November 2011, record of decision-making at working group meeting? And if so, what is it?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
On behalf of the Minister of Broadcasting, as a Minister answering, well actually as the Minister answering this question on the Minister's behalf, I'm not in a position to give an answer to that question.
Clare Curran.
Supplementary. Given that the documents were released in this House yesterday on these issues that are matters of importance to the public, why is he not aware of the extent of the names of those programs, and why can't he release that information to the House?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
On behalf of the Minister of Broadcasting, I'm sure the Minister is not informed of decisions normally until they are made public. That's the information that I've received, and I don't know the title to that program as the Minister who is answering on behalf of the Minister of Broadcasting.
Question number 10, Tim McIndoe.
Thank you, Mr Speaker.